Hi everyone, this is Cedric Montero, and today I'm going to show you my new TNT compressor. This is a 6 TNT compressor, and I noticed that most of my TNT compressors are very fragile and not observer proof or spam proof. But this compressor right here is observer proof but not spam proof. So yeah, let's try it. As you can see here, it's fast. I tried recreating the Java one, but maybe this is how fast you could go. And not to mention, by the way, this is not part of in here. This is not part of the machine. For some reason, the TNT is not quite aligned. I don't know why. So this is the reason why there. If you're gonna use it, then you could use a piston here to align it to the center. And this is not actually part in here. But as you can see, the TNT stops there for no reason and causes a chaos. So if you're gonna use this, then add a little bit of alignment here, so it will help to align a little bit. If you're gonna use this machine, I don't know what kind of machine or project you want to use this in, but I don't know if this is fast, but so yeah, I'm gonna make a tutorial about this machine. It's a quite compact one, so than the machine that I made last time. So yeah, and by the way, this is codable, I do believe. Yes, you can see, you can select how many amount, but this machine has only 16T, so you could code it in here. So yeah, so let's start the tutorial, shall we? So let me get rid of these items first. Okay, so this is the items that we will be using to build this machine. And by the way, this is not included, just like I said. You can just ignore this part and just give a focus on here. Okay, so let's start. So all you need is piston, a white concrete. By the way, a white concrete, you could use any blocks that you want. You could use any block you want, like any wood, like you could use literally like wood or anything that you prefer to. A rail, you could use actually a powered rail. Yeah, you could use a powered rail than the activator rail, but it depends on you. But I prefer activator rails. And next is sticky piston, redstone torch, a dispenser, observer, stained glass. Again, you could use, and you prefer a different kind of stained glass, colored ones, slime block, and a redstone block, and of course the TNT and the smooth slab that we'll be needing. Okay, let's get all the items and let's start the tutorial. Okay, so let's build the blocks here. Follow the tutorial properly so that it will work, so that you will get the same result as this machine. It works fine. So yeah, let's start it. So start with the piston, a dispenser, a white concrete, so like this, and an observer. So there should be 6, so 6 dispensers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6. There we go. And in between the dispensers, you need a slab. No, I think it's Oh, you could use slabs or a trapdoor, but you could use just trapdoor instead. Sorry, I forgot they changed the things. So trapdoor, both between the observer here and a slab in here, slab. Then right here and underneath is this is where the part that you can encode the machine. What I mean by that is that you can change the amount, how many TNT that, how many dispensers that you want to use. Okay, so there should be a slugs. There should be a block first and a redstone block underneath here. Redstone dust in top. Make sure that it doesn't here. Powers. There we go. And oh no, I think it's glass. Yeah, it's glass. Use glass here and run along this redstone line over here. From there, okay. Now put a piston here. Make sure that the piston, sticky piston right here, doesn't power. And a block in here. After that, make a piston here. Facing this piston right here. So as you can see, you can make sure that it works. It goes back and forth. Oh, okay. I think it's not. Oh, forgot the line here. By this, make sure that you press the piston first. Make sure that everything works. And in here, you need a blocks in here. Redstone torch. And now you grab yourself a repeater. Forgot to mention repeater. I'm very sorry everyone. I always forgot things. Apologies. Okay, now sorry. So now you need a 3 delayed repeater here, a concrete block, and a redstone here at the back. Then next is we need to cover the top. By covering it, we need a so this is the concrete block or any block, slab, concrete block, slab. So 2 slabs and 1 concrete block or any block you want. There we go. Then next is the fence gates. Oops. Oh my, fence gates. By the way, you need fence gates to be able to align the machine. Sorry, forgot to mention again. Oh my god, this is the second time. Apologies, by the way. So again, fence gate in here. I think so. Yeah, it's fence gate. Fence here. Leave the blank here. Open the fence gate. And fence gate here again. Open the fence gate. Fence gate again. And open the fence gate. And a fence gate right here. And by the way, this fence gate right here is not open. It's closed. It's being powered by this redstone line over here. But if you're gonna use a codable one, then make sure that this fence gate is closed. By doing that is by putting a near a power source so it doesn't update the block. This is not the Java edition, so anyway. Next, the line here is done. So we need a glass here. Glass again. Oops, what was that? Glass here, then an observer between these observers right here. Observer, 2 observers. Okay, oops, laggy. 2 observers, then a concrete block underneath. Next is the piston. The piston must be facing on here in this redstone block here, or I mean these parts over here. Just make sure it's facing this way. Then after, use a fence gate at the back of the piston, and there we go. Next is a slab. Grab yourself a slab and put it underneath the fence gates like this. Not levitating, but under little bit of space in between the fence gate. Here, sturdy block. Okay, nothing else. And next, oops, whoa. And sorry, apologies for that. The next is the rails. Here, this block and block white concrete in here, and a observer, 3 observers, like this. That should power all the pistons down below here, and the dispenser. There we go. Then a concrete right here, and then a sticky piston. Wait, a sticky piston facing this like this, then an observer facing up. Make sure that it does power this observer, dispenser right here. Then okay, put some glass in here. Okay, now make sure, okay, so to verify that the machine works, you need to run a backup for this machine, that make sure that it works first before we continue. So I have a add-on here that disables the explosion damage. So no matter where I place a TNT, it doesn't damage these blocks. So it's very helpful. So if you don't have this add-on, then you could use a backup. So first, let's try the machine if it works first. Then make sure it works first. Then we should continue. Okay. Okay. So test the machine first. If it works, put some TNT in this first dispenser. I think it will work in the rest of this machine. If one works, then the entire thing will work. But let's try it here first. So observer, make sure that it's facing this, it powers this piston, and it triggers this observer. So if the TNT falls down, that means that it works. If the TNT is nowhere to be seen, then it's probably inside and it's going to blow. So I recommend to you guys that create a backup first before testing the machine, so that we avoid any errors. Okay, and now try the machine. As you can see, the TNT should fall in the middle of this, and in this holes in here, or the way out. This is where the TNT should fall. And this pistons right here, you should be aligned. Okay, if it works, then you're good to go. And now let's proceed to the second part of the machine. Okay, let's start now. So in this part, we're gonna push the TNT. Okay, let's start. Grab yourself a sticky piston, then a slime block right down here where the piston is, right here, and put one block off from this slab right here, and a sticky piston. Oops, lagging. Like this, and one block underneath here. Again, repeat this on the third time, 3 times, as you can see there. 3 times, there we go. And there it should be even like this, and it will land the TNT in here. And next, it's very necessary that you should put any block in here, or a white concrete, or otherwise without these blocks the TNT will not be pushed in here or be centeredly aligned. So it's very necessary to add the blocks. It's black magic. I don't know exactly how it works, but just put the blocks here and the machine will work. And next, observers. Grab yourself a observer. Put them in the top of the machine, like this, the top of the sticky pistons. And then run, I know, yes. Then observer. Yeah, let's go. Remove the concrete block first, then facing the piston. There we go. Then there we go, to avoid errors. Okay, let's remove that first. Maybe not. Okay, so we need a rails in here, glass blocks first, and then slightly off in here, a glass block in here, and the activator rail. Make sure that there's no concrete block to avoid errors, and run the rails in here in the top of the glass blocks. Then next, put a white stained glass in here, then a concrete block. This should power the piston right here, down below, and a 1 tick repeater and a redstone dust. That should be it. And now again, run a backup to verify if the machine works, to avoid errors. Make sure that everything is followed and it should work. Okay, now let's try the machine. We need to be extra careful because TNT is a very dangerous item. So let's try. Make sure that the TNT, oops, what happened there? Sorry. Put the concrete block again here. Sorry for forgot to mention, so that the piston will be powered and it should work. There we go. The TNT will get dragged here. And now, if that works, then basically the entire thing will work. So now let's try filling up the dispensers, and it should work. Let's fill the dispensers. Okay everyone, I just finished filling up the dispensers. Then if you're done, then this should work as follows. As you can see, the TNT will be dragged there. Then enjoy your machine. That's it, that's the tutorial. And by the way, if you're gonna use a observer instead of a repeater, then make sure that observer first, then no, I think it's observer first away from the piston, then like this, then it should be observer proof. Enjoy your machine. By the way, avoid this kind of observer because of random tick, it will cause the machine to go insane and become out of control. So you need to do this. If this, then it will cause problems. Yes, you can see the machine fails. So if you want to use observers instead of the repeaters, then make sure that before using the observer here, facing away first before the other one, so that it will work fine. And there we go. That's about it, everyone. Thanks again. Thank you.